शौकत खान साहब शायद ये मगरबी कनाडा से हैं या वैंकूवर से। इनका सवाल है जी कि लॉट ऑफ इंडिविजुअल्स विद पाकिस्तानी बैकग्राउंड इन मेन स्ट्रीम would be interested in doing imports and exports with Pakistan and Canada. I have found them scrambling around for information on how to do the trade. Is there any website and assistance from the local consulate that help that people can check online for information? Some of the helpful items can be, काफी लंबा सवाल है इनका, मैं सारा ही पढ़ूंगा. Items that are needed in Pakistan, items that can be exported from Canada. What are the items that can be imported from Pakistan with need in Canadian markets? And other such links were, and I have had people inquire around sending timber and pulses, grains to be exported to Pakistan. How can they import leather and shoes? Some of the biggest items that are lacking presence in Canadian markets are fruit like mangoes, oranges, kinnus, basmati rice, and traditional items like dry fruits and cultural apparel. Few of individuals have tried these on their own lack of guidance and have failed and lost money. So others are discouraged in getting into trade plans with Pakistan due to failed stories in the market and lack of guidance. Excuse me. It's real spectrum of trade issues which has been raised in this question. Therefore, I'll have to address it comprehensively. Presently, as per statistics Canada, the bilateral trade between Canada and Pakistan stands around $850 million. For promoting trade between the two countries, a trade and investment section has been established in Consulate General of Pakistan, Toronto in 2020. The consulate has arranged a series of webinars in the guidance of the High Commission on different export sectors of Pakistan, such as fruits, vegetables, and other food items, textile, leather, and footwear. During the webinar, speakers shared their experiences and knowledge regarding different aspects of the product sector, market trends, regulatory requirements, market challenges. It is requested that the interested exporters may watch those webinars on the relevant product segments at our social media accounts. Most of questions raised by this gentleman have been addressed in those webinars. It is important to mention that a similar question was also raised by our community member during the last community meeting in February 2021, wherein details about major exports from Pakistan to Canada were shared. And our last community meetings recording is also available. Pakistan's major exports to Canada at the cost of repetition, I would say, are textile made-ups, articles of apparel, home textiles, sportswear, leather products, plastic resin, cereals, rice, and other food products, cotton fabrics, salt, dental and surgical equipment, and sports goods. However, in these product sectors, Pakistan's share of the Canadian market is less than 5% in home textiles, about 1% in apparel and food products, and less than 0.2% in dental and surgical products. As such, there's a big potential in exporting home textiles, knitted and non-knitted apparel, articles of leather, artificial leather, travel goods, handbags, and similar containers. In addition, Pakistan's total export of rice to Canada in 2020 was $50 million, whereas total imports of rice in Canada was more than $1 billion. The Canadian market can be segmented in two major areas: the ethnic South Asian market and the mainstream segment. For the ethnic community in Canada, there's a big market for fresh fruits, vegetables, and other foodstuffs in the areas where there are big pockets of ethnic population. For the mainstream market, the items mentioned above, like textile, leather products, sportswear, sports goods, can be exported from Pakistan. Lastly, it's important to note that there are many fruits which are exported from Pakistan, but many of them have a shorter shelf life, such as mangoes, Java, Plum, and because of the long sea journey between Canada and Pakistan, these are airshipped from Pakistan. On the import side, major imports from Canada to Pakistan are canola seeds, lentils, soya beans, chickpeas, iron scrap, newsprint, worn clothing, and wood. All of these items are regularly being exported from Canada to Pakistan. Now, Trade and Investment section has been compiling and updating the data pertaining to Canada's tariff regulations and leading importers of products exported by Pakistan. This section has been responding regularly to many trade queries received from businesses both in Pakistan and Canada, information about Canadian tariffs on different goods, the list of leading buyers, and the regulations of their import and export. Further, the trade webpage of the consulate may also be visited by the interested businesses, which contains updated figures of bilateral trade between Canada and Pakistan. Any interested exporter or importer can contact the Consulate General Toronto and would love to, or any diplomatic establishment in Canada, and we would love to share any trade related information. If needed, we would connect the businesses between Canada and Pakistan. Please note our email address for trade related queries. TIC_Toronto@outlook.com. And I repeat, TIC_Toronto@outlook.com.